first time ever Bronny James hit the podium after being drafted by the Los Angeles Lakers. So let's go live to their press conference now.
Corey, and that means a lot to us. So we're going to take some questions and then get ready to go kick some butt in Summer League.
Dalton, if we could start with you, we got to see your reaction up on the stage and kind of go through that moment. What have these last couple of days been like for you and conversations with Rob or your new coach, JJ, and just that kind of building excitement as you start your NBA career?
It's been exciting, meeting them in person, not only just through the phone. And it's been a fun journey because, like I said earlier, my journey's been different. And coming here to a historic franchise, it's going to be fun. Can't wait to get to work.
And then to follow up with Bronny, just that moment, right, where you get the phone call and then you hear your name. Can you take us through the emotions of all of that and what you were feeling and then how you've been feeling the last couple of days since? Yeah,
everything's just been surreal. Just trying to take it all in by the days. Extremely, grateful for everything that JJ and Rob have given to me. And I've just been extremely excited to get to work.
Yeah. Bronny, Jim Hill, KCAL9, what have been some of the preliminary conversations you've had with your father about what's expected in the NBA and what you can expect to hear and see once you start playing?
We haven't gone too deep into that stuff yet, especially because we haven't even started Summer League yet. But, just stuff that he's been telling me my whole life, just having that work ethic and coming in and getting your work in and listening to your coaches and being coachable, stuff like that is he's, driven into my head my whole life.
Guys, Dan Wicke from the LA Times. A couple questions. JJ, first for you, going through your first draft, what did you like about Dalton and Bronny, and what was it like having them be the first two players that you were able to help select?
Yeah, I was thrilled to be in the draft room. It was a very amazing experience for me. We didn't think Dalton would be available at 17, but he provides something that we just don't have. He's a movement shooter. He can obviously play off the bounce. We viewed him very highly on our draft board, and he can score at all three levels. He's got size. There was a lot of things to be excited about with Dalton, and I'm excited to coach him. With Bronny, I want to clarify one thing you just said, which is Rob and I did not give Bronny anything. Bronny has earned this, right? Bronny talks about his hard work. Bronny has earned this through hard work. And for us, prioritizing player development, we view Bronny as like case study one, because his base level of feel, athleticism, point of attack defender, shooting, passing, there's a lot to like about his game. And as we sort of build out our player development program holistically, he's going to have a great opportunity to become an excellent NBA player.
And then my second question for both of you guys, for Dalton and Bronny. This organization has talked a lot about player development here over the last month or so. What are your expectations for yourselves starting with Summer League in terms of playing both in Sacramento and in Vegas, and kind of what you're hoping to gain between now and the start of the season?
I think it's going to be a lot of fun just getting out on the court with all the guys, and the first couple of days learning from JJ when he'll be there, and start the season. Go to the Summer League and hopefully go win that, and then just go on and get the regular season started.
For me, probably just getting a feel for the game, especially at a next level. But just excited to go out there and compete with some great players, and being able to take this time to get ready for what's to come.
Dave McBennett with ESPN. Welcome to Dalton and Bronny. I want to start with JJ. Just in terms of logistics here, who's going to be coaching the California Classic, and are your two rookies going to be playing up there and also in Vegas?
Yeah. So Dane Johnson will be coaching the California Classic and Summer League. I will be heavily involved in practices. I will also be involved in some capacity during the games, during film, all of that. We talk about development. It's an incredible opportunity for Dane and his staff to develop further. For me, I have to sort of prioritize a bunch of different things right now, including building out a staff. But for both these guys, we expect them to play in both the California Classic and in Las Vegas.
And then just a question for both the rookies. Start with Dalton. How's it been from the moment, I guess, Wednesday till now? Like, what's the whirlwind been like for you?
To be honest, I have no clue. I'm just trying to just take it all in as much as I can and enjoy the moment, meet all the guys, Rob and JJ, and then obviously I met Bronny, and just start meeting some teammates like Bron and AD and get to know those guys and learn from them.
And Bronny, you played 1 year at USC and joined the team, after the season already began. What about the timing to come into this year's draft compelled you to make that decision? And then how much of a consideration was, well, my father's still an active player?
For me, I always try to put that narrative of me trying to get my name out for myself. But just coming in and trying to get better, Rob has told me that there's a great development system here. So I just want to come in and get my work in and get better every day. But I never really had a thought of, me going to play with my dad, but that's always, there to, take part of. But that wasn't a main focus of mine to do.
Hey guys, over here, Jovan Buha with The Athletic. One question for each of you, just entering the league as rookies, what area of your game are you looking to work on most coming in this summer?
For me, probably just creating my own shot. I feel like I know how to play the game already and play the right way, but just being more aggressive on the offense end and creating my shot because I know that's what I can do. Just being more aggressive.
I'd say the same thing. Just go in, be aggressive, be ready to make some shots, and then just show my all-around game is one thing. Just show all around and be a complete player.
Kobe Bryce, Southern California News Group. Got one for both of you guys. Bronny first, kind of going off of what you just said. Because of the time you had to take off at USC, do you feel like there were parts of your game you weren't able to showcase as much because of that? And do you feel like, once you're able to, get back on the court more consistently through Summer League, you can, reestablish the offensive rhythm you may not have had at USC?
Yeah, for sure. The time that I had off, I feel like I could have been perfecting my game more. I just feel like I've been given the opportunity to, showcase what I can really do because I wasn't given that much of an opportunity at SC. So, I'm excited for what is to come.
And for you, Dalton, you kind of mentioned this, I think, in New York. You studied JJ while in college. Rob, you even mentioned that JJ was drawing up plays for Dalton right after you guys drafted him. Is there an added excitement or element of excitement just knowing that you'll be able to pick the brain of one of the best shooters that league has seen? Yeah,
for sure. Me and Coach Barnes, we watched a lot of JJ Redick and how he comes off screens.
Out to El Segundo in just a couple of minutes here as Dalton Knecht and Bronny James continue their introductory press conference. But as we come back here to Los Angeles, I thought it was really interesting that right off the bat, Brian, JJ Redick took the tact of saying, just to follow up on something Bronny James said, he wasn't asked this, but Bronny James earned his right to be here. What stood out to you from those couple of minutes?
I think the Lakers are being a little sensitive there. They were being a little sensitive to, any criticism they have to why they made the draft pick, and they don't have to be. They should just move on from it. I have to say, it's still a little surreal to see J.J. Redick. If I showed you that a year ago, and a year ago and showed you Bronny James as a Laker with J.J. Redick as the coach, I'm not sure anybody would have quite believed it. But moving past that, I think Bronny and Dalton have handled the early questions very well. JJ definitely had a talking point. He wanted to come in, and he made that right off the bat, even though he wasn't asked. And he worked in the media. He knows how to do that.
By the way, what you didn't see there, LeBron James is standing in the back of that press conference. Savannah James, Bronny's mother, also there. Dalton Knecht's family in attendance, Shanae.
Yeah, and I think to feed off of it, yes, maybe a little sensitive to some of the criticism, but also that's what organizations are going to do and be, especially when you have a young player. They're going to be protective. And if it's anybody that's going to be protective, it's J.J. Redick, particularly when he has a position of leadership. I also found it interesting that J.J. in the same, segment of minutes, he talked about Bronny James and also development. There was this big push on the importance for us to become a developmental organization. Now, I think with LeBron there, you're 40 almost. Now you have conflicting timelines and interests, but it is interesting that through one family, you see development, but you also see the pursuit of greatness and trying to win championships at the same dang time. Confusing.
Something that's a little bit new for the Los Angeles Lakers, maybe put under a microscope, seeing that they haven't made necessarily these big splashy free agency moves. They're looking around saying, all right, we're going to need to develop our own talent. Bronny James and Dalton Knecht, JJ said, will both participate in the California Classic as well as the Las Vegas Summer League. So we're going to get to see their game a little bit there, Zach. But realistically, what are you expecting from Bronny?
Development. The cool thing about Summer League starting soon is that at some point this becomes not a press conference story where JJ Redick, like any good podcast host, by the way, you talk about whatever the heck you want to talk about. Ignore the questions and go off,
baby.
JJ.
You know that.
And now it becomes a basketball story. It becomes it's never going to be mundane because it's Bronny James, it's LeBron's son. But now he's a Summer League player. Like any other Summer League player, he's going to have to earn his minutes. He's going to have to make his shots. He's going to have to make plays, show what he can do. I thought his answer about being more aggressive on offense was really interesting, and how he's very confident, as he should be, that he knows how to play the game the right way. That obviously comes from, in part, growing up around somebody who plays the game pass first the right way. But now we get to see him play. It becomes a basketball story now.
NBA scouts he made a comment that he didn't get as much chance to opportunity to show at USC what he could be. And that's one thing that NBA scouts have said to me, is they believe that he was playing out of position at USC. He was playing behind, he's moved over for a couple of guys who were trying to, get themselves drafted, including Isaiah Collier, who did get drafted and ahead of him, and that, he didn't really get a lot of time to perfect that new position. So the Lakers are going to build their G League team around him.
Yeah.
And when he goes down there and plays, they're going to feature him. He's going to actually have a much better development opportunity at the South Bay Lakers when he plays there than he had at USC. So I think that's something to keep in mind, and he's already talking about it.
I'm curious to see this spotlight immediately come Saturday, San Francisco Chase Center. He's the guy. I've never seen the 55th pick be the most highlighted person in the draft.
But here's the thing, Mark. He was never really the guy in high school. He was playing with major, prospects all the way through. He was always he had other players.
But he's the guy now. The spotlight is
he
on
wasn't
him
the
now.
guy at USC.
Yeah.
And, but they're going to feature him. This team is going to be constructed around him and Dalton for this event.
Yeah. And, I'm curious to see this program, this holistic program that JJ is doing, what he does. But I met this kid once. I just say he's one of the nicest kids I've ever met.
Yeah.
I just wonder how he's going to deal with everybody caring about him every game, and not just to develop holistically. It's going to be much deeper than that.
Jenkins, my pistol's out now. Make sure y'all go run that up. You heard it live from your boy Bobby Shmurda. Get out.
Chase gang.
This one for all my gangster niggas. This one right here is for all the people that really been through something. Them streets.
Really got it for me. Where would I be without my pistol? You live by it, you die by it, that shit true. Lost a couple homies, some real shit I got hit too. Gotta watch your back, you get killed, niggas are spin through. Where would I be without my pistol? You live by it, you die by it, that shit true. Lost a couple homies, some real shit I got hit too. Gotta watch your back, you get killed, niggas are spin through. Where would I be without my? Where would I be without my pistol? Where would I be without my pistol? My pistol. Where would I be without my? Them niggas caught me lacking, had that thing right by my side. Already one in the head, nigga, this shit do or die. You fuck around and lose your life, you come and playing with mine. I told them boys this shit get hot when you playing with fire. Boy better not jump up on that block if he ain't ready to ride. Goofy musta thought it was cool, we just trying to survive. That musta went over his head, same way bullets gon' fly. You know that shit ain't got no name once they open they glide. Need to stop shooting from that corner, nigga, run down my side. Niggas saying they doing drills, taking innocent lives. Niggas shooting for clout, they never really hitting them guys. I keep it on me all the time, but would I be without my? You live by it, you die by it, that shit true. Lost a couple homies, some real shit I got hit too. Gotta watch your back, you get killed, niggas that spin through. Where would I be without my pistol? You live by it, you die by it, that shit true. Lost a couple homies for real shit, I got hit too. Gotta watch your back, you get killed, niggas that spin through. Where would I be without my? Where would I be without my pistol? Where would I be without my? Where would I be without my?
Where would I be without my Glock? Yeah. She a thotty, she be all over my body. Can I love you or you are for everybody? If I leave, she coming right beside me. Like, was only one by my side. Not gon' play, nigga, you gon' die. The eyes broken, them niggas, they been fried. Like, free skin, he got locked for homicide. Like, so I'm trapping on my lonely. And I'm swerving in the foreign by my dolly. And these niggas outside not really my homies. Free gang, free broke, free the homies. Like, why they talking like they on that, but these niggas ain't on shit. All my niggas sliding and my niggas talking blicks. Betty on my side and she really with the shit. Talking real crazy, she gon' push a nigga away. So I'm trapping on my lonely.